Hey guys, JayTKix here, back again with another headset review. Today we're going to be having a gaming headset. Today we have the JBL Quantum 100 entry-level gaming headset, and we're just going to be doing a review of it, the build quality, the audio quality, the microphone quality, because obviously you need those things when people are loud and they rage, and you know how gamers can get. And we're going to be comparing it to the headset I've been using for around the past year, the HyperX Cloud Stinger headset. I love that headset to death, and they cost around the same price, $5 to $10, give or take on the price depending on where you can find them, but they are around the same price point, so that means I think it's a perfect comparison. So we're going to be doing a review first and then a comparison second. I'm going to go very in-depth, the audio quality, the build quality, and the microphone comparison to both the headsets. Let's get right into the review.
Now, before I walked in a Ross on that fateful day 2 weeks ago, I didn't even know JBL had even made a gaming headset, so to see this was a surprise, as I've used their other products before, and they are great products. The JBL makes an amazing product. They're one of the best brands you can buy out there right now for a lower price point, in my opinion. So to see they had made a gaming headset was surprising, and I wanted to see how these not only stacked up as a normal pair of headphones, as I do with my other gaming headsets all the time. I also like to see how these stacked up against the gaming-centric company like HyperX and my HyperX Cloud Stinger headset for only around $10 more the HyperX headset was. So, by the end of today's video, we will decide, should you dare to listen or should you dare to take your money elsewhere. Alright, so we have a quick rundown of the specs on the back of the box. We have two 40mm drivers in both the cups of the headphones. They're boasting a lightweight and durable construction with a detachable microphone, compatible with anything that has a 3.5mm head jack, and it has Windows Sonic spatial audio on PC and Xbox. And then we have our certifications here for Skype, Discord, TeamSpeak, and then we have our head jack here. So initially, jumping right into the review here, visually it's a nice looking headset. It's small profile, it looks good on the head when you're wearing it. It has really nice just like design cues. It's got the R and L orange stripe in the ear cups. It's got this nice orange, I guess, let it focus, this nice orange band, I guess you can call it, for the height adjustment on the band on the top, and it's got this nice kind of like a grill or cross stripe type design on both sides of the cup, so I think that's nice. And we have our little fuzzy tip on the microphone, which honestly, when microphones have this, I'm not a big fan of it, but to each their own. Some people like it, some people don't. And you can see it's a detachable mic here. The mic cord itself, it's very bendable and sturdy. It's got a thick rubber casing around it, so you shouldn't be afraid of over bending or breaking that. And on the back here, we have our volume rocker headphone. The headset does get decently loud. It's got good volume to it. And we have its mute button to press in and out to mute yourself on the fly, so you don't have to go in your Discord or your PlayStation or your Xbox or whatever software you're using to go mute yourself there. You just, on the back of it, tap it and you're muted, or you're unmuted. Now, to get into the audio side, honestly, I wasn't very impressed for the price point, knowing what my HyperX could do. We're going to get into that later in the review. I just wasn't very impressed with it. It sounded shallow. It sounded hollow. It sounds like there is air like in the headset. I didn't enjoy it. And there's also these speaker grills on top of the headset. It doesn't really tell me what that does. I'm assuming that some of the reason for that is probably because these grills out here probably lets sound in and feeds it through you so you can hear your surroundings. But honestly, I don't think anyone would really need that. It just diminishes from the sound quality, it diminishes from the immersion. The bass is there, but nothing else is. So mixing that bass that is there with everything else that isn't, it really just doesn't make for a good all-around headset. I didn't enjoy it after a long period of gaming. I've had these for 2 weeks. I have heavy gaming sessions, 3 to 4, 5 hours at sometimes. And man, after like the first 30 minutes to an hour, these just got tight and uncomfortable. I did not like it. It was just, honestly, out of like the 4 or 5 gaming headsets that I have used, this is probably the worst one for the 50 and under price range. I didn't enjoy using this. I didn't enjoy listening to music with it. I didn't enjoy playing games with it. I didn't enjoy even wearing it for a prolonged amount of time. And also, not to rag on the headset too much, but when on the back here, when they're boasting lightweight and durable construction, and neither of those are apparent, that's a problem, because yes, they are light, but they're tight, and no one's gonna when you're buying a gaming headset, most people who are buying a dedicated gaming headset, no matter what the price point is, they're probably a dedicated gamer, which means they play up to 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 plus, maybe even 10 or 12, depending on how much of a weirdo they are. They're gonna be playing hours and hours of this of video games. And when it's that tight, and when you have, I mean, come on, plastic rails for a headset, and you're gonna boast a durable build quality, I'm honestly not buying it. Well, I bought the product, but I'm not buying what you're advertising to me, because using plastic rails for your headset adjustment system is just not the way to go. And that was the problem with my Razer Kraken X headset, I believe it was called. That was $50, and that had plastic rails on it, and that broke. So I know these cheaper headsets are probably not gonna stand up to the same standard that my HyperX ones do, or even a more expensive headset at that point. Now, as much as I hate to rag on the JBL Quantum 100s, as I thoroughly enjoyed many different JBL headsets in the past, the harsh truth is that this Quantum 100 is not a good headset. For the normal price of the Quantum 100 is $40, and the normal price of these HyperX Cloud Stingers being $50, that $10 difference feels like you're buying maybe like some MP3 headsets from 2007, and then you're buying like a top of the line Sony headset from right now in today's world. That $10 difference, I can't stress enough, for the user experience of the audio input and just the comfortability after a long gaming session. It's so vast, because after a while you don't even realize you have these on. These are so light, they don't squeeze your head like the JBLs do. The cups are bigger. It's just like the comfortability is a world of difference. These are super lightweight. Sometimes I forget I even have them on. It's just a much more comfortable headset. And for the durability point I was making, these have metal rails for the head adjustment, as opposed to the JBLs have plastic rails. And these metal rails, even though they are thin, they're much durable than thick hollow plastic like on the rails of the JBLs. And these drivers are 50 millimeters as opposed to 40 millimeters. Now, when I picked these up, when I picked the JBLs up at Ross, I honestly didn't think that the 10 millimeter disparity was going to make such a big difference in quality, but the quality is night and day how good these headphones are. I'm going to link my full review to this headset in the description, and maybe in like the little information card in the top right corner, I believe. So if you want to buy these I honestly advise you buying these over the JBLs. Now on to the mic test portion of the video. This is the JBL Quantum 100s, and I'm just not a big fan of this mic. It sounds just really muffled, and it can get really scraggly, and it can peak a lot, and it's just not really pleasant on the ears. And this is just another place where the JBLs fall short. And now on to the HyperX headset. It does have the tendency to peak every now and then, but way less often than the JBLs, and this is just a clearer, louder, just way more transmissible and more quality mic for only $10 more than the JBL headset. So in conclusion, as I'm sure you can tell by now, I highly recommend the HyperX Cloud Stinger headset, because it's just a way better headset. Like I said before, you got more sound clarity on the mic and the headphones. You got better bass. You have more low ends and high ends. It's just generally an overall better headset. And me personally, I would just not feel comfortable if I'm recommending people to buy this JBL headset over the HyperX headset, or just buy this JBL headset at all. So in conclusion, you should not dare to listen, but instead dare to take your money elsewhere.
Alright guys, so that's all for today's video. Don't forget to check the description for the links to either headset below. Go for the HyperX's, trust me! But you can check the link for either one of these headsets, whichever one you want to buy. It's always up to the consumer. But me personally, if I'm helping you make a decision, go for the $50 HyperX's. But yeah, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Share this channel and video with your friends, family, and anyone who's looking for a budget headset. See you guys on the next one. Peace out.